Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.
I am Leah and welcome to my channel. Today we are back with Remains of Edith Finch. Last time we did Molly's story. It was very weird. I honestly think she died from a fever dream after eating so many poisonous things that night. So today we'll see who's next on the family line tree and see what happened to them. Okay, let's look around a little bit. Look around first. So,
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
she kept everything, like all of their baby handprints, a whole bunch of pictures.
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
What is going on over here? This is bird cages. She like tried to memorialize everything, even every single bird she had that died. I mean, at this point, after like the third bird died, I'm not getting another one, you know? But that's just me. Built 1937, Sven Finch.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Oh, that was the slide that was outside. So he probably got crushed or something when he was trying to build it.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Okay. Let's see what's over here. This is the other side of the people.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
500 years.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave
His
the
house?
behind.
How was he able to ship a whole house?
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Damn. Was he in the house or was he in the boat?
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island.
Is that where we are now?
Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
So this must be the house. Okay, so Sven was he was an architect and everything. So he wasn't just building the dragon slide for fun. Like, he knew what he was doing. Okay.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Okay. There looks like nothing else to look around here. Wait, did I look at this?
Lewis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started
Yeah,
to
she memorialized everything.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Okay.
even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my
I've
mother.
heard that. It'd be like that sometimes. Old people be having a lot of life in them or something.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left
Oh
in
my
the house
God,
was
this
the
is
pink
terrible.
bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Carpet in the bathroom. Never a good idea. Never a good idea.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Ooh, okay. Someone made a dark room behind the bathroom wall?
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Sam is our grandpa. Milton was here. Okay, this is cute. Twins' bedroom. They got matching beds and stuff. With a fort above the bed.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
Grandpa Sam.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Wow. Don't tell me, let me just wait and see.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sven Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
Oh my God. I can't do this one.
At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't.
Please don't tell me he
I think
jumps.
Calvin always wanted to fly.
He better not jump.
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Oh my God.
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
This is so dangerous.
then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's
Oh
what
my
I want to remember
God.
about my brother.
Oh my God. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow.
The day he made up his mind to fly.
Oh my goodness.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
That is so sad.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
18. He lived in this room next to his dead brother's side of the room. for years. That's crazy. Couldn't have done it. I would need a new bedroom, like, pronto. I can't sleep in here next to my dead brother's room. Where are we going next?
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
And now we're back to the stairs. Okay.
Growing up,
Barbara.
I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
This room is cute. Okay. She walk in and she has like a little museum of herself. And then her bedroom is back here. That's so
I never
cute.
thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
I don't think I could keep a room immortalized like this. Like, I get, like, you don't want to tear the room apart because it's hard to let go of someone being dead, but, like, you know, leaving, like, the food here and stuff, like, first of all, I mean, this is how you get bugs. Like, clean this up. But, uh-oh, not that she was smoking. Shaking my head.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
No, that's a scream.
That was a great scream.
See? We on the same page.
Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room.
Dang, they just accident prone in his family.
Stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration.
Right, but
I'm
not fear.
hearing terror.
Exactly.
What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
Gang of...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box.
Oh my god, I can move this is cool. I'm moving the comic.
She listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
I love this. love this. I'm playing inside of a comic right now. This is...
Found Rick's crutch and imagine the worst.
He better not be playing games.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
What? Impaled and ate his family. So not only is the gang terrorizing, they got a cannibal. Can I go this way? That's nothing over there though. Okay.
Oh, Finch rattled and grew still.
I'm ready to swing though.
Oh dear.
Oh. See, that's what you get. Playing games. That's what you get.
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not
It didn't work.
scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
True.
She
True.
threw
He
him
has a
out,
point though.
but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
What's happening now? Oh, snaps. Kind of scared me.
Walter, are you there?
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Oh my goodness.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Come on, girl. Come on.
That night,
I mean, I know she's gonna die, so.
her part beautifully. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
He gonna be gone. He gonna disappear. And especially when you walking this slow, she should be running. Run. How'd he get up from that fall that fast?
Had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Hmm?
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Oh my goodness. Ew.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
That story was messed up. Who writes that? About somebody who died.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Okay, alright. Powwow time. So, I learned about 4 deaths. So, Odin, which was Edie's dad, died in a boat sink in the ocean or whatever, trying to move himself and his family his house over. Okay. Sven, Edie's husband, died trying to build a dragon slide outside. They wasn't specifying, but I'm pretty sure it just crushed him. Makes sense. What was his name? I forgot his name, but Sam's brother did what a lot of kids have tried to do, and the only difference is he did his in a very dangerous area, and it's possible that he either drowned or hit his head and then drowned. Because even if he didn't know how to swim, falling into water is really painful, and his leg was broken, so I don't think he would have been able to swim very well. So that was unfortunate. And he had to sleep in Calvin. He had to sleep in the same room as his dead brothers for years until he turned 18 and moved out. That's traumatizing. And it's not like he could just ignore it. Like, his bed is facing his dead brother's bed. Like, I would have turned my whole room around or something. Like, I can't. That would have been really hard to do for years. And then Barbara, I think so far Barbara's had the weirdest death and the worst. Or so far, I would say probably the most painful death. Probably. Because some of those stories kind of hard to tell which part was true. We know that, because they say that Rick disappeared, so it's kind of hard for them to be like, it's like, how do you know what was going on with Rick and Barbara after her mom and dad left to take him to the hospital? I know Walter was still there, but he was in his room. Only thing Walter was probably able to tell the police officers, if he ever spoke, because as a child, that's traumatizing. So who knows if he even told the police anything. So the only thing he probably told them was yes, Barbara, her boyfriend was there, which the parents already knew that. And maybe he did see her sleeping on a couch or something. Maybe, who knows? And if he was not doing anything, maybe he did hear Barbara kick Rick out, so he told the police that. But at the same time, it's really traumatizing for a child, because if he heard all that, he also heard Barbara get killed, like her screaming and stuff. So I just feel like if the police came, he wasn't in the mood to talk at all. But who knows? But something I wasn't really it's not really sure fully what happened to her, but I guess the police came to the conclusion or something that, like, because if Walter did say, like, yeah, I saw the hook man, then they were able to put two together and say, okay, so they knew that night that there was a gang of people in Halloween masks terrorizing, and then they also knew that their leader was the hook man, who was also a cannibal. And who knows, those other people were also probably cannibals too, like, and so if Walter did say, yeah, I saw the hook man, he chased me, and then blah blah blah, and I was underneath my bed, then they were able to be like, okay, well, this makes sense as to how she ended up. Then that makes sense. Like, the hook man came, the gang came, they killed her, and then that's why the only piece of her body we could find is her ear, because that was creepy. The only piece they was able to find for her ear was because the hook man took what parts of her body that he wanted to eat later. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of skepticism. A lot of like that what possibly could happen. It's like Walter could have told a lot of what happened, of what he heard, but it's really hard to know 100% what happened because he was underneath his bed the whole time. So I feel like they just kind of had to guess with that one, unless Walter told them what he heard and saw, and they were able to put pieces together. But I think it's really messed up that they would write a whole comic book about her death, making fun of it, talking about it was her best performance and stuff. Like this isn't entertainment. Like, that girl really died, and that comic book was really messed up, very messed up. But I'm gonna end it right here. Thank you so much for watching if you got to this point, and please don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. It all helps very, 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 very much, and I'll see you guys in the next one.